Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining. This is going to be the new release for version 83052. It was released today on May 2nd, 2021. And if you guys do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon. It helps me out a ton. And if you guys want to be introduced to the versions as they come out, the walkthroughs, it'll actually be sent directly to you. So let's get right to it then and get diving right into that walkthrough. All right, so first off, we're just going to go ahead and go down to the massage parlor.
Yes?
All right, let's go ahead and go to the park. Alrighty, so right off the top here, we have another fillweed plant. We have some kind of broken key up in the top. We have a vase and a couple of pressure plates. Now, this is going to be an interesting puzzle, but I think we can do it. Let's see if we can just go ahead and figure out which one to go for first. All right, guys, so I think I figured it out. What you're going to want to do is come back out here, and this is going to be a template for which pressure plates you're going to want to step on first. So this is going to be the first one down here. This is the second one up in this area, the third one, and then the final fourth one. Let's go ahead and go back in. So we're going to go ahead and stand on this one, this one, this one, and that one. And that is going to release the stone wall that was currently here. Let's go ahead and see if we can just go straight on up and hit this key here and see what that does.
What do we have here?
All right, so that actually is called the temple key segment, and it gets rid of all the snakes right here in the middle. If you just go directly up, click on the key, your character will go and bypass all the snakes. They'll try to get you, they won't get you in time. All right, great. So we have nitroglycerin, which is going to be used for making another rock bomb. Let's go ahead and create a rock bomb right now while all that's is pretty fresh. Go right into the offering here. I'm going to do a silver talisman, Jade talisman. We're going to look for the basic container. If you don't have any basic containers, you can go ahead and buy some at the Squallmart grocery store. And then use that nitroglycerin.
It worked.
Now we have a rock bomb. We'll use that a little bit later on, hopefully. Now, just going ahead and keeping in mind, we did have that vase and then the fillweed plant. I'm going to try to go back there right now and see if we can go ahead and figure out those other two snakes. So that way we can get what's inside. So I think in this room, this is actually new here. Dry wood. Let's see if we can use the lighter.
What do we have here?
Fly ash. Okay, so if you use the lighter on the dry wood out in this area, you're going to get fly ash. Good to know. And there's going to be a little recipe down here. Let's go and see, check that here. The mystical gas mask recipe. Okay, so it's going to be the fly ash that we just created. painter's mask, super goggles, and a grand talisman. Let's just pull up this recipe. For those of you that don't have a grand talisman because you guys are selling them, this is going to be how you create a grand talisman. The recipe is 3 gold ore and a false talisman, so you guys know. Or if you guys wanted just farm around the park, eventually you will find a grand talisman, whichever one's easier, really. All right, let's go to the left side here. This is where we left off here. Let's go ahead and check out this chest. Now, if you guys don't have any chest keys, that vase in the next room above here will have a chest key. So I'm going to go ahead and open this now.
What do we have here?
This will be the extra KamaSutra page that was actually introduced in this chapter. All right, great. It's actually from Madalyn. Perfect. Let's go ahead and move forward here. This is the section that I wanted to work on a little bit further. This is the section with the fillweed plant and then the vase here. Now, if you guys still have your anti-venoms, if you guys followed the video before that I had for the last chapter, we didn't use a single anti-venom. So if you guys still have them, this is going to be perfect for you. If you guys don't want to work with any puzzles or anything, go ahead and just use or step in front of the snake, get bit, use an anti-venom, you still have 2 left. Alrighty, so if we go back out here, right down here, there's like a little sunlight actually coming in through the rock here. Let's go on down there. Just click in the corner and it will patch up something where the sunlight was. And you'll hear that click. It means we've obviously done something. So let's go over on the right side and see if the same thing is over on there as well. So we have one coming in from over here. And let's see if we can do the same thing. All right, so that's set. I'm not too sure what that was just yet, but let's see if we can find out going back into the other room there. All right, so let's go back and check the main section. I know what some of you may be thinking. We did craft a rock bomb earlier before. However, we can't use it just yet. It's actually going to be released on the next update. So let's go back into this next room over here. And so those 2 glimmers of light that we patched up gave us an extra chest key.
What do we have here?
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and check back in with the snakes again. All right, guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the anti-venom, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of these snakes like that. So just go ahead and walk up to the snake, tap on the snake, you will get bit by the palm viper, and you will use the antidote. The antidote actually makes the snake disappear. So let's go ahead and find out what's in this chest. So there's another Talisman of the Gods. And then on the left side here, let's go ahead and collect this fillweed plant.
What do we have here?
There's another fillweed plant for us to collect. All right, and so there is a green gas actually covering this chest right here. To access the chest, we're going to need to access that with the mask that we found the recipe for right here. I don't know if it's going to show us right here, but let me go ahead and pull that up. This mystical gas mask. We need this to actually access that. So I wonder if the other pieces are going to be available in this update. If not, they're probably going to be in the next update. Let's go ahead and keep pushing through with this walkthrough. Right now, we're just going to go back to Squallmart right now. Uh-oh. Aaliyah got abducted by Nadia. All right, guys. So, as we were just talking about the mystical gas mask, looks like we have some goggles right here. Super goggles. We're gonna buy that for $30,000. If for any reason you guys can't afford the $30,000 goggles, you can either farm for talismans and sell those, or if you don't want to mess up your inventory like that, you can actually check out this video that I'm gonna put up right above, and that is a farming video for gold that allowed me to buy so much that I already have. If you guys need some help with that, that is a very helpful video. Go ahead and check that out as well. I'm going to go ahead and buy these goggles now. And then while we're here, there's also a new profile. So let's go over here and check that out. It's for Tasha. Only costs $1,000. So I'm going to also buy that as well. And then while we're here, I'm actually going to go ahead and drop off this fill weed right into the safe. Oops. Right in here. And I'm going to drop in that fill weed. That way we're going to get one step closer to maxing out all the different plants here. That we're getting the most bang for our buck when we're collecting from the safe. And we actually have two. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and put the second one in. Great. So we're actually one away from getting maxed out in the safe for the business, Squallmart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check on Janet at the cemetery. What was that? That was weird. And Janet's not here. Let's try going to the church, I guess. Here she is.
What are you looking for?
That was so weird. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go back to the mansion right now. All right, so we need to go over to Sam's home. It looks like we got stopped here. Well, let's go on over to Estero Key. Go into the house here. See if we can collect something. All right, let's go in this room over here. And this is what we're going to need to grab immediately. It's the pirate medallion that was around Leah's neck. Right down here is going to be the old map. And right over here, we can collect this as well. It's going to be the painter's mask, a part of the mysterious gas mask, I believe it was called there. We can check out these little times papers. May, June, July. And this is a casualty report. Interesting. Alrighty, guys. So now that we have those, the mask, the painter's mask, we can actually craft the mysterious mask. So let's go ahead and use a grand talisman. I currently have 11. The recipe is actually going to be in the description if you don't have one. I believe it's 3 gold ore and a false talisman, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys don't have one of those, the false talismans, I would say maybe just farm until you get a grand talisman. You'll be able to find one within, I would say, maybe 10 minutes or so. Let me go ahead and use that. We'll use the super goggles. Fly ash. And the painter's mask.
It worked.
That gave us the mystical gas mask. So now that green gas won't actually interfere with us. So we can go back to the temple, the cave there, and see if we can find what's inside that. So let's go back into the temple there. See what exactly is inside that chest. So this is that green gas I was talking about. Let's go ahead on over there.
So.
And now that we've crafted the mystical gas mask,
This might come in handy.
we have Viper anti-venom. So we have a little bit more anti-venom to mess around with. So instead of having 2, I now have 3. And there may have been a way for us to completely avoid, I'm assuming, having to use any previously over here on the left side with those 2 snakes. However, I just did it the easy way, and I'm assuming if you did want to do something different, you would want to do it in the beginning when you had those rocks that you could move around, you know, step by step, so that way the snake could come and attack the rock, and you go around it and get to the Voss and the fillweed. However, we took the easy way. If you guys don't have any venoms, you're going to want to go ahead and try to work with that the best that you can. So this mask, this mystical mask, actually serves 2 purposes. Not only were we able to get another anti-venom from this chest over here in the temple, but we're actually going to be able to use it to sneak under the library and get to the mansion through a secret passageway. Now let's go ahead and head over to the library right now. We're going to go on over to the library here. And we're going to go on over to the library over here. And let's go ahead through this little section down below. Now, all of this gas here, we're going to be able to actually get away with going through it.
I don't think so.
I'm going to use that task once more. And now we're able to actually walk through that barrier. Brings us on the other side over here. We can use the ladder to move across. Let's check what's on this side. Okay, so we've actually been over here before. We didn't have to go through the library side. But this is that temple underneath like the storage room in the mansion there. Let's see if we can go find Sophia again. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go back to the Stero key. Alrighty, guys, so I just wanted to take a quick moment here for the old map that we got earlier on in the house in Estero Key. This is actually underneath the library, so let's go ahead and go over there. This is going to be where we can dig to find that. So if we go right through here, it's going to be right here in this dig spot. Use the pickaxe.
What could this be?
And we get another chest key. That's pretty helpful. All right, guys, so that concludes this update for version 81. For version 83, v83051. And we actually got a big tip from Edie at the end here. If you complete 30 puzzles down here in the ancient temple, which I know I don't really make videos for, but if you complete at least 30 of them and you go back to the parking lot of Squallmart, there's going to be a little secret there. So if you guys have completed 30, go back to Squallmart and check that out. And I will be seeing you guys on the next video. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it.